What's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing? I really had to make this video. And the reason why I titled it, "This is Serious, You Ignorant Fools," is because I've been having a lot of people come on the last video I did about the outcast, and some of the charges being leveled against them is domestic terrorism. And then you had people come and say, well, that's just gang statues and stuff. No, it's the two words, domestic terrorism. And it was funny that I did have these comments where they were saying, well, they're gangs, screw them, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you hooked on phonics idiots. Do you or do you not know that the government has become worse and worse over the last 5 years? They're saying the most biggest problem in this country right now is white supremacy. Well, what about the economy? What about people eating? I would think that is the worst one. That is the talking point that they're using to scrape away every liberty that we have. And they're doing it under the guise of domestic terrorism, white supremacy. And you know what? One thing happened after 9/11 right away, and that was the creation of the Department of Homeland Security. They did it right away, baby. And then they passed the Patriot Act. And a lot of you don't know what the Patriot Act is. So let me give you a little lesson here on just a couple things that it will do. And this right here, I believe, was the ACLU. Yes, it was the ACLU. And when this was passed, a lot of people were like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? The bikers were fighting this from day one, and so was the club. And there's one main reason why they were fighting it. Under the Patriot Act, here it is, the FBI can secretly conduct a physical search or wiretap on American citizens to obtain evidence of crime without providing probable cause. Without providing probable cause. As the Fourth Amendment, yes, the Fourth Amendment explicitly requires. Okay? It requires that the government follow steps so not to infringe on your rights. Now, they can do this on American citizens now. How could this affect you? Since we have to put it in that form, since you got a lot of people out there that say, well, clubs are gangs, screw them. How can it affect you? Well, what if you're calling overseas to a family member or a friend and they happen to be a terrorist or somebody involved in that, and you have nothing to do with it? They're outside the country. Well, you as an American who have ties to that, now they can spy on you. Edward Snowden proved that with the NSA. This is government overreach, and what happened to the outcasts is government overreach as well. Going to the U.S. Army for their records, did you know that they were war heroes, some of them? Served in Afghanistan, served in Iraq. Bet you didn't know that. But because they wore colors, you were all over them. And I'm speaking specifically to those type of comments, because I find it erotic, not erotic. You know, that was going to be used against me. Unbelievable that somebody could think that way. Maybe because they don't do their research or know what they're talking about. I know it's fantasy land when it comes to the internet, But it's just unbelievable that they would think about that and take the side of the government, which cops enforce that BS. How you can take their side. I really don't understand that. Now, here is how the Department of Homeland Security was started. 11 days after September 11th. That's all it took, was 11 days to lose our rights. Look what happened at COVID. That was another test run. Pennsylvania Governor Tom Ridge was appointed as the first director of the Office of Homeland Security. The office oversaw a coordinated and comprehensive national strategy to safeguard the country against terrorism and respond to future attacks. And we all know nothing goes quick in Congress, don't we? The Homeland Security Act passed in 2002, and the Department of Homeland Security formally came into being a standalone cabinet-level department to further coordinate and unify national Homeland Security efforts. That quick. But the domestic terrorism word is there to strike fear into the general population, and it also allows them to do what they have to do. So yeah, you better be on this kind of stuff. This is a very serious issue. Just because it happens to an MC doesn't mean it's not going to happen to you. Come on, most of the profiling stops are on independents, not club guys. That's a proven fact from MPP. Wake up, you ignorant fools that put that kind of stuff in the comments section. I just don't see where you're coming from when it comes to these kind of serious matters. You're just ignorant. You truly are ignorant.
Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong.
I say goodbye, vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jacked.
#1 internet biker radio show is now available on Spotify and all major platforms, including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is up.